Hello and welcome to another video by Day Night Gaming. In this video I'll be showing you 3 different ways to get iLVL 520 battle gear in patch 5.58 in the MMORPG known as Final Fantasy XIV. Now please keep in mind that in order to obtain any of this gear you need to have finished the Shadowbringers expansion main storyline. So the first set of gear that I'm going to show you how to obtain is the Augmented exarch gear, and in order to do this you're going to need 2 items. You're going to need crafted iLVL 510 weaponry, and you're also going to need tombstones of allegory. Now please keep in mind you are not to buy the gladiator weapon or the shield because those are going to yield less gear. Now it doesn't matter what class you're buying this for. What you want to do is search through all the exarch weapons and look for the cheapest one. As you can see, not all weapons are priced the same. On my server, and every server is different, samurai weapons are very expensive and dancer weapons are very cheap. Now check your server, every server is different. So as you can see here, the exarch glaives are much cheaper than the samurai weapons. So I'm going to be buying multiple exarch glaives, and I recommend buying 4 or 5 of whatever's the cheapest weapon. Now remember, it doesn't matter what class you want this gear for. You just want to buy the cheapest weapon because you're going to be turning them into a vendor and turning them into a currency that you're going to use to purchase the augmented gear. So now we're going to teleport to the city of Yolmor, and this is why you're going to need to have finished the main story quest for Shadowbringers for this to work, because you need the vendors to be active. So once we arrive at the Yolmor Aetheryte Plaza, we're going to then head to Hillison, the gear exchange. And once we get there, we have multiple steps that we need to do. So first we're going to start off with Rain Exchange. And we want to purchase Crystalline Rain. And you're probably going to have to purchase a lot of these, so buy as many as you can. You're probably going to have to do this twice, so it's probably going to cost more than 2,000 tomes. So now we're going to do Earn Yolmorian Certificates of Grandeur HQ. And we're going to select the Weapons tab. And as you can see here, most of the weapons yield 42 certificates, other than the sword and the shield, which only yield 21. So both of those are not cost efficient. And remember, it doesn't matter what class you're buying these weapons for, because you're just going to be turning them in for certificates or currency. So as you can see here, we bought the cheapest one, which were exarch glaives, and we're going to trade them in. And now they become Yolmorian Certificates of Grandeur. So now that we have both Yolmorian Certificates of Grandeur and Crystalline Rain, we're then going to speak to Hillison again, and we're going to use those as currency to purchase the augmented gear. So for our third step, speak to Hillison, and then select Purchase Augmented exarch Equipment. And here you can pick whatever tab you want. So weapons are going to cost 42 certificates and 7 Crystalline Rain. When it comes to gear, hats are going to cost 33 and 3, and body armors are going to cost 42 and 5. So head, glove, boot are going to cost the same, and body, leg. And of course, waist and accessories are going to be even cheaper than that. So as you can see here, we're going to purchase the Augmented exarch Earrings of Casting just to show you what it looks like. We're then going to proceed. We're going to trade in our certificates as well as our Crystalline Rain. And there we go. We've purchased iLVL 520 Augmented exarch Earring of Casting. Alright, so now that you know how to purchase Augmented exarch gear, you can go down and purchase whatever gear you need to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this again. I'm going to purchase the body. And remember, I only turned in weapons. And I turned in a dancer weapon, but right now I'm purchasing for my black mage or my red mage or my summoner, because I'm purchasing casting gear. So remember, the weapon that you turn in does not matter for the class you want to buy the gear for. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to obtain Crypt Lurker gear. So we're going to head over here toward Imark, the Tombstone Exchange, and now we're going to select our currency and open this up. And as you can see, we just used Tombstones of Allegory, Now we're going to use Tombstones of Revelation. So open up Elegant Tombstones of Revelation, and from here you can purchase your gear. These are going to cost quite a large amount, but you can get up to 900 per week. And as you can see here, I have Crypt Lurker's Robe of Casting and my Augmented Exarch Robe of Casting, and they're both iLevel 520. Alright, so the third way does not revolve around using tombstones or currency. Instead, it's the obsolete android gear, and this actually drops from an alliance raid in Shadowbringers known as the Tower at Paradigm's Breach, and it's the third alliance raid in the Near alliance raid series of dungeons. So you'd have to unlock that, and then once you beat a boss, or every time you beat a boss, there will be a treasure chest for your alliance party. Once you open that, you would then roll on the loot that drops in there and hopefully get whatever gear you want. So those are the 3 different ways to get iLevel 520 gear. Now, since you're going to be doing the Tower at Paradigm's Breach anyway, once per week you can get what's called a breach coin. And if you do the copied factory as well as the Puppet's Bunker, you're also going to get coins from their respective raids. The Copy Factory dropping a manufactured coin, and the Puppet's Bunker dropping Puppet's coin. And once you have one of each of these, you can then use that to upgrade your Crypt Lurker's gear into 530 gear. So it's really nice to be doing all that stuff, to be getting your Tombstones of Revelation and as well as your Tombstones of Allegory. And you can use all these different ways to catch up your gear. Now just remember, you can only get 1 breach coin as of this time for this patch a week. Once you have all 3 of those, you're going to then turn them in. So you want to see which item you need to get. So you're going to head to Sheet Ta, Gear Exchange, and you're going to locate the gear that you want to upgrade. Now remember, you can only upgrade Crypt Lurker's gear this way. Once you find out what gear you want to upgrade, you'll look at the items required and find out what items you need. So you're going to need the base Crypt Lurker item as well as one of these crypt items, either Ester, Dusting, or Twine, depending on what it is. So as you can see here, if I wanted to upgrade this earring, I would need go all the way down to the bottom of the list, and I would need the base Crypt Lurker's earring as well as a Crypt Dusting. Alright, so once you figure out which item you need, head back to Farthard Token Exchange, select Glorious Gigas, and then locate either the Ester, the Twine, or the Dusting, depending on what you need. Then you're going to trade in one of each of those coins. Once you do so, you're going to get the item. So in this case, we needed the Crypt Dusting. Then we're going to head back to Sheet Touch, Gear Exchange, Crypt Lurker Gear Augmentation. Now you're going to locate the gear you want to upgrade. And you have to make sure it's not currently equipped to you. So you want it either in your inventory or your armory. So I'm going to upgrade my Augmented Crypt Lurker's Earring Offending. So I'm going to need the regular Crypt Lurker's Earring Offending as well as the Crypt Dusting. I'm going to trade them in. And now I have a item level 530 earring. Alright, so now I showed you how to get all 3 different ways of iLevel 520 gear, and as a bonus I showed you how to upgrade your Crypt Lurkers into 530. So hopefully this video helps any new fresh level 80s who finished the Shadowbringers expansion and are now looking to start raiding. This is a great way to get your gear score up, and I provided multiple ways, so feel free to choose whatever method you like best and mix and match all 3 of them together. But please keep in mind that for weapons, the highest level iLevel currently is 535, and that's obtained through the Resistance Relic weapons. But in case you don't want to do that huge quest line, you can use Augmented Crypt Lurker weapons as a good alternative, as those are 530, which is barely worse than iLevel 535. Thank you, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider hitting that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and ringing that bell for future notifications on videos that I might be posting in the future. And in case you're interested in supporting the channel even more, I do have a merch website at streamlabs.com/DNGdangerous/merch. And until next time, take care, goodbye.